Welcome to the New Jersey Principal Evaluation for Professional Learning Observation Instrument. This set of videos provides training for educators seeking to use this instrument for the evaluation of administrators. A second set of videos explores the NJ People process. The NJ People process and observation instrument have been designed to work together in a coherent system of principal evaluation and professional learning. As with all guidance, districts have discretion to use all, part, or none of it according to their unique needs. To better understand the NJ People observation instrument, we recommend first watching the NJ People process videos. This set of videos will begin with an overview of the NJ People observation instrument. This will be followed by detailed exploration of evidence collection for observations, effective observation training, and scoring guidance. Finally, we will provide guidance for using the NJ People observation instrument with administrators other than principals, assistant principals, and vice principals. First, here is an overview of the NJ People observation instrument. Following the passage of the Teach NJ Act in 2012, the rules governing educator evaluation were codified in the system commonly referred to as Achieve NJ. Achieve NJ seeks to couple accurate performance information with high-quality professional development to improve educator effectiveness. Districts across New Jersey have made great strides over the past few years in improving evaluations and the associated professional development for teachers. There is strong evidence that teaching has improved since Achieve NJ was first launched. It is worth bearing in mind, however, that principal leadership is second only to teacher quality among school-related factors in its impact on student learning. In addition, the impact of leadership tends to be greatest in schools where the learning needs of the students are most acute. Research supports the theory that providing meaningful feedback through principal assessment and helping principals to adequately interpret feedback through coaching are viable tools to improve leadership practice. To that end, interconnectedness between PD and evaluation systems is embedded into regulations and the Teach NJ law. Evaluations with high-quality observations and conferences, administrator goals, and measures of student growth can provide an accurate picture of a principal's performance. When this information is coupled thoughtfully with professional development plans and goals, the result is professional growth in our school leaders. In response to feedback gathered over the last several years, the NJ People observation instrument has been designed to facilitate an observation process that helps principals grow as professionals. The observation instrument may be used by school districts beginning in the 2018-19 school year. The instrument has several notable features and benefits. First, it is directly aligned to the 2015 Professional Standards for Educational Leaders. As such, it helps districts evaluate any of their leaders in the practice standards most important for excellent educational leadership. Second, the instrument was developed in partnership with and field tested in our state's districts, and therefore has proven value for use in New Jersey. Third, the NJ People observation instrument addresses the actions of principals and the outcomes of those actions, thereby providing an accurate evaluation of principal effectiveness and a useful foundation for professional learning. Finally, a principal's practice using this instrument is scored at the domain level with clear, consistent delineation between levels of effectiveness. This makes the instrument simple to use. The NJ People process and observation instrument were developed by the NJDOE alongside 14 pilot school districts, academic organizations, and education stakeholder groups over several years, culminating in a pilot during the 2017-18 school year. Here are some of the comments gathered regarding the NJ People observation instrument. Lori Burns, a principal from Neptune Township School District, states, "This instrument allows for more discussion and collaboration and is much more straightforward than the previous instrument." Aaron Embon, a principal from Wall Township, feels that the expectations are rigorous yet realistic. The instrument speaks to things that we can control as building leaders. Finally, Woodbridge Township Superintendent Robert Zega believes the instrument provides specific actions for the principal to improve. As noted earlier, the NJ People observation instrument is tightly aligned with the Professional Standards for Educational Leaders, PESAL, that were adopted by New Jersey in 2016. There are 7 domains in the NJ People observation instrument grouped into 2 areas. The area of instructional leadership includes the domains related to mission, vision, and core values, curriculum, instruction and assessment, and the professional capacity of school personnel. The area of organizational leadership includes the domains related to equity and cultural responsiveness, community of care and support for students, the meaningful engagement of families and community, and operations and management. It is important to note that although the instrument is tightly aligned to the PCEL standards, it does not include all of them. Evidence for the standard related to school improvement should be collected using the principal's administrator goals. Even though the standard describing ethics and professional responsibility is foundational for a school leader, performance in this area is better addressed outside of the typical evaluation process. Finally, Domain 3 of the instrument, Professional Capacity of School Personnel, condenses two PCEL standards into one, PCEL 6, Professional Capacity of School Personnel, and PCEL 7, Professional Community for Teachers and Staff. Each of the 7 domains of the NJ Pupil Observation Instrument contains descriptors for actions and outcomes for each domain at 4 different levels of effectiveness. While there is specific language for each domain, the basic structure is similar. At the lowest level of performance, regardless of the principal's actions, the outcome for the educational environment is negative. At the second level, the principal's planning is inconsistent in the given domain, or effects of the principal's actions have limited or no positive effect. At the third level of performance, the principal's plans have a positive effect. And at the highest level of performance, the principal plans consistently and shares leadership with staff and/or students. The result of these actions is either a significant improvement or sustained high performance in a particular domain being evaluated. If you have not yet had a chance, take a moment to familiarize yourself with the domains and language of the NJ Pupil Observation Instrument. This can be accessed using the link in the resource section below the video or by typing the hyperlink shown on the screen into your browser. Identify common language across domains, the distinction between different performance levels within a domain, and the description of the critical attributes listed for each domain. Later in this video, we will explore 2 of these domains deeply to provide a foundation for using the observation instrument effectively. Before going further, a quick word about the terminology used throughout this training video. The New Jersey Principal Evaluation for Professional Learning Observation Instrument was developed primarily for principals, assistant principals, and vice principals. However, the instrument was designed to be as simple and flexible as possible to benefit all administrators regardless of title or responsibility, such as directors and supervisors, etc. Recommendations for using NJ Pupil Observation Instrument for other administrators are provided at the end of this video. Also, even though there are many types of administrators who are evaluated and who evaluate, for the purpose of clear communication throughout this video, the administrator being evaluated is referred to as a principal and the evaluator is a superintendent. This graphic summarizes the NJ Pupil process that we recommend being used in conjunction with the observation instrument. This 3-step process includes an annual planning and goal-setting conference, a set of observation windows, and an annual summary conference. More information about each of these steps can be found in the NJ Pupil process videos. For the purpose of this series of videos, however, it is important to understand how the observation process will be conducted when using the NJ Pupil observation instrument. Rather than being a single-point event, such as a visit to the principal's school by the superintendent, the observation should extend over a period of 2 to 3 months in which a portfolio of evidence can be collected to accurately and fairly reflect the complexity of the principal's work. Within 15 working days of the end of the observation window, a face-to-face conference occurs at which the principal and superintendent discuss the evidence portfolio, progress on administrator and PDP goals, and an interim observation score if appropriate. Only 2 observation windows are shown here, the minimum for tenured principals. At least 1 more observation should be added for non-tenured principals.